Sorry about that. Water. Important to stay hydrated and very refreshing, especially with a few shots of vodka. Anyway, water is a component of today's trailer. Now, if like me, you're a fan of Hong Kong cinema, or Chinese cinema as it's now called, you know the name Tsui Hark. If you're not, imagine Spielberg, Scorsese, and Christopher Nolan all rolled up into one big bag of nitroglycerin. As a director, producer, writer, and even occasional actor, Tsui has made some of the most jaw-dropping action pictures in world history and gave, among others, John Woo, Chow Yun-fat, Jet Li, and Donnie Yen their breakout films. Now, you may also have heard of Judge Dee, a 6th century jurist who was known as the Chinese Sherlock Holmes. In 2010, I suspect that Tsui saw the numbers for the Guy Ritchie Robert Downey Sherlock Holmes, which turned him into an action hero, and figured he could do the same. So Judge Dee became Detective Dee, and Mystery of the Phantom Flame was another hit. But Andy Lau is getting a bit old to launch a franchise, so Tsui decided to make a prequel, and so young Detective Dee became an origin story. And the result was the best action movie I've seen in at least 30 years. You think I'm off my rocker? Maybe, but you haven't seen it. Here's a taste. Obviously, there's a lot of CGI there. But even in the old days, Tsui was staging astounding stunts in such classics as Peking Opera Blues and the Once Upon a Time in China franchise. Weirdly, the Sea Dragon makes his appearance at the top of the film and then disappears for a good long while, but he's still very much on the minds of his characters. This scene really gets the film off to a pulse-pounding start. That's the voice of veteran actress Carina Lau as the very fierce Empress. In addition to being reintroduced to Dee, now played by Mark Chow, we meet his inevitable comic sidekick, a medical student, and a royal enforcer who sort of bounces back and forth between friend and enemy, a richly textured performance by Feng Xiaofeng. Tsui shot the film in native 3D, and though it was only shown flat over here, you can still see the depth of the camera work, especially in a great scene featuring a swarm of bees. The wire work may be a little bit over the top, but that's pretty standard for the genre. And it sure is exciting, and the stunt work is as top-notch as ever. Yes, you just saw a horse T-bone another horse. I told you this guy is bonkers. And how about this gaping chasm, which kicks off another vertigo-inducing sequence? It's a shame it only got a token release here in the States, because it certainly won't have the impact at home that it does on the big screen. And yes, you will believe a horse can gallop underwater. And after you've been knocked out of your chair, go watch the first and third in the series, and then, like me, wait impatiently for number 4. But until then, check out some of his other movies as well, and you too will become an instant convert to the genius of Tsui Hark.